So for the first time in a long while, the annual Monaco parade didn't put us to sleep, and it was actually entertaining to watch. Now it did require many sacrifices, but those sacrifices were well worth it, because one thing is for certain after that race: the memes are going to be legendary. So let's go on Reddit and see the best memes from the Monaco Grand Prix. So first meme of the day on Formula Dank, and I think this accurately describes it. What the fuck? Yeah, that's the best way to start this. What the fuck was that? And we're continuing the team with that one Lewis Hamilton. That race is a shit meme, but this race is under investigation. Which, yeah, I'd love to. I actually don't know how many penalties were given out, but could it be a record the amount of penalties given out in a single race? Probably not. But there was a lot of penalties, which was kind of the theme of the race. But hey, worth it. So points for the rookie, which is I just got this. The legends will soon retire: Hamilton and Bottas. And the new generation is coming: Kimi Antonelli, Isaac Hadjar, and Fernando Alonso. Congratulations to the rookie for scoring in Monaco after about 5 million penalties. Also, why is Bottas in the Legends column? I might have annoyed the Finns, but I'm just questioning it. I'm questioning a lot of things here. But congrats to the rookie Alonso on his point in Monaco. Next up must be the lack of taxes. When your whole country's existence is based on the fact there are no tax, but you crashed due to a broken road outside your home. And it's a typical Charles Leclerc in pain meme. There's a lot of Charles Leclerc in pain memes. Probably gonna get one from the weekend. But yeah, the most expensive country in the world has bad roads, and that put Charles Leclerc in the wall. Well, thank you for your sacrifice, Leclerc, because you made a very good ending to the race. Yeah. It's not Monaco without Leclerc being cursed. It's not Monaco without him being cursed. Okay, this image is cursed. Now official second Mercedes driver. I'm assuming they were giving Russell a Bottas look, but he just looks like a extra from Breaking Bad. I'm not gonna lie. He is now Jorge Russell. That image, it just looks wrong. That looks wrong. I'm getting that out of my brain. And here we go with more Leclerc looking depressed memes. Sad times, done for the day. And I'm pretty sure that's from Zandvoort last year. Surely there's an image from yesterday we could use as a Charles Leclerc depressed meme. There was one of him yelling at his engineer. Like, we should use that. But yeah, you know, it's not a Leclerc race without a Leclerc looking depressed. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say, but yeah, Leclerc looked depressed again. But thank you for your sacrifice, Cheryl, and for the memes. Okay, this one, yeah. More Charles Leclerc pain. These penalties are really getting out of hand. FIA stewards 3 more years at Ferrari for car 16 Leclerc. How fast was Leclerc going down the pit lane for this punishment? My god, and George Russell's giving out about his drive-through. At least he's at a good team. Yeah, poor Charles, he's never leaving Ferrari. And the year he eventually leaves Ferrari, they will go back to the prime Schumacher days. I am calling it. Because Leclerc is cursed. He's never winning the title with Ferrari, unfortunately. They're really penalising everyone. No chill in the pits, braking. Safety car receives 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Yeah, everyone's getting a penalty. Like, apparently I got a 5-second penalty for swearing at the TV too much yesterday. But man, yeah, the FIA was just on a power trip, decided we haven't given out enough penalties this year. We're giving everyone a penalty. You get a penalty, you get a penalty, everyone gets a penalty. Except Antonelli, but like, they had nothing to do to him. They could have given him a driver and he still would have won, probably. There we go, more of that Lewis Hamilton pointing that race was shit me, but that race was lots of exclamation points. And it was. It's just like Hamilton just pointed, you get a penalty. So did Hamilton get a penalty? I don't know, I forgot who got a penalty. All I know is that Antonelli didn't, and apparently Ocon didn't get a penalty, which makes me feel weird. Somehow, someway, Magnussen got a penalty, and he hasn't raced in F1 in 2 years. But I just know somehow Kevin Magnussen received the penalty yesterday. Or Charles Leclerc depressing memes. Contract extension weekend. Man who thought he'd lost all hope. Lose his last additional bit of hope he didn't even know he still had. I've seen this meme format for Charles Leclerc about 50 times. When is he gonna run out of hope? He always seems to be running out of that little last bit of hope. And then like he regains a bit on Friday during free practice when they look good. Unfortunately, that is their top speed. They don't improve on Friday. So yeah. Looking forward to the extra couple years of Charles Leclerc looking depressed memes anyway. Then we finally get one on Max Verstappen DNFing. FIA 21 overtakes in Monaco under the new regulations. I'm actually shocked they didn't count these as overtakes. Or the times when Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon were doing the backing up. Which all I'm gonna say about that is Carlos Sainz getting taken out the restart was karma for that. Yeah, J-Styles, shame on you for doing that again. I was very annoyed when I realized you were doing that. And even though I like Carlos Sainz, that was karma. Also, it cost Hulkenberg points because he got penalties for that. It's not his fault George Russell decided to drive like he was in a Dacia Logan at the restart. What was he supposed to do? I got Alonso points. I don't know, I've gone way far from what this meme originally was about Max getting overtaken by everyone but Kimi Antonelli on the restart. But I just felt like I need to put in the fact that Williams, shame on you for that yesterday. Shame on you. Yeah, right. Rant over. And we finally have the answers to why the track was very bad in the last corner. That explains a lot. FIA released photos of the blokes who resurfaced the Monaco track, and it is the three finest men in the planet. But yeah, if I saw them fixing the road, I would be hiring myself a boat because that road is more likely to be flooded than a functioning road. But full respect to these three extinguished gentlemen, legends of my childhood, thank you. Why did I salute them? It's not like they're dead, I think. And yeah, this is one of the most stats from the weekend. If Kimi wins next week, he'll tie Russell in career wins. Currently it's 6-5. If Kimi wins before Russell, it's going to be 6-6. And yeah, I don't think Toto wants to play with George anymore. There was a clip of him on the phone at one stage during the red flag. I'm 90% sure he was texting Max. Yeah, Russell is in trouble. To think he thought he had a very nice car and a very nice engine in Australia. And he's been on the podium once since. Yeah. Not going well. Purse resumes, Stroll on the wall. Everyone's laughing. Charles does the same thing. Oh no. Yeah, I think we're all like, oh, Stroll crashed, that's normal. And then Leclerc crashes, and then everyone kind of goes, well, something must not be right. That also was probably the FIA's reaction. They saw Stroll, they saw the massive hole, when that's definitely not a reason for Stroll crashing. It's just Stroll. And then they saw Leclerc crash and went, oh, we might have a problem here now, actually. It took a competent driver crashing for them to realize there's a massive hole in the track. But to be fair, we all did the same, so you get off this one, FIA, you get off this one. And we will end this Reddit meme review with one more Charles Leclerc depressed meme. Charles, I am sorry, braking, but not stopping. And Charles Leclerc looking depressed once again, because his brakes didn't break, and he ended up in the wall. But he gotta go home early, and give us more depressed memes. So thank you, Charles, and thank you to the lack of his brakes functioning like brakes. So that concludes the 2026 Monaco Grand Prix meme review. What have we learned? Charles Leclerc is depressed, and the FIA like to give out a lot of penalties. Who won? I don't know, but Charles Leclerc is depressed. And we'll do this again in Spain, and we'll see. Will Charles be less depressed after Spain, or will we get more depressed Charles Leclerc? But anyway, like and subscribe, and we'll see if we get more Charles Leclerc depressed memes. I like Charles Leclerc depressed memes.